Oh man, I hate it when I break things.
I don't break things ever. Totally.
I
definitely
totally
not.
dropped
Definitely
something
don't
and it
break
just
stuff all the time.
shattered like crazy. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even drop it that hard. That's what you get for
dropping it.
I know. This is the Block Party and Minecraft Podcast, episode 193. We're your hosts, Bearded Sloth
and Little C.
Get all our info at theblockpartymc.com.
Now let's get the Block Party started.
Yay! It's time for a party of the block. See what I did there? I reversed.
It wasn't funny.
I know. All right. Anyways, it's time for a show. We are recording this actually on a Thursday night. What is up with that? Well, one of us has to work out away from home, which I haven't done that in a while.
Oh, it's so been quite a while. Sad that you have to work for
I gotta
like
spend
2
the
days.
night away from home.
Oh,
I haven't done that.
So terrible.
I was a truck driver, really. Honestly,
it's so terrible.
I know you're really
you haven't
looking
been
forward to
you
it.
haven't been used to that, like the 18
It's been a
years,
while. It's been a while.
The
Let's just put
18
it
years
that way.
of doing that, and then like the 10 months.
I know. So anyways, yeah, so this weekend is packed full with that. So I'm heading out tomorrow on Friday and doing that. But we'll get into that. All right, this is a Minecraft podcast, in case you weren't aware. That's what we're supposed to talk about. And this week is going to be shorter. I don't know if we're probably not going to do the changelogs tonight. I'll read basically the title of them. Maybe highlight a couple things on each one, but that's about it. So
Yes, we're not doing the changelogs, but we're doing what we basically do every week with the changelogs.
I'm just gonna highlight the very major stuff.
So we're doing the changelogs.
Kind of, but kind of not.
No,
I don't know. Anyways,
you're either doing it or not, no matter the amount of how much.
Your comments, the listener comments. These are supposed to be something about maybe what we've been talking about in the podcast, related to the podcast, or anything Minecraft related. That's really what it's about, is what you guys are up to in Minecraft. You can submit these comments. You can email us. You can find the contact form on our website, or join our Discord. Best way ever. All right. Our comment this week comes from Starhammer88. I'm loving the video format for the show. Keep up the great and entertaining work.
Where's the entertainment again?
Yeah,
I don't think we're doing that part. We have video.
We do have video.
It's not good.
Spotify only.
I'm sorry, Spotify
only.
Viewers.
So,
I apologize.
We have started doing that for a little while now. Yeah. Which I like. I do like it overall. Having the video, I think it's fun. It shows off our personality a little bit better and all the mistakes that we do, which is fun. My mic boom arm just keeps rising up slowly, and it's
probably because
really,
my leg's shaking and my
really
my leg's shaking, so it's making my arm move a little bit. But that's on a different table than you.
Yeah,
I'm on a different table.
I don't know what it is. Anyways. Yes, thank you for that. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Starhammer, that we have the video. And I think his comment for keep up the great and entertaining work kind of comes from, we've been talking about the end of the podcast. Yes, I think at episode 200 is going to be our finale.
It's a hardcore world, and someone's not good at those.
Yeah. So that's the talk right now. Unless, miraculously we get tons of subscribers or something, which I don't foresee happening. Speaking of which, become a subscriber to help support us for these final few episodes. That'd be awesome. You do get access for those early episodes. The first 50 episodes or 49 episodes are kind of behind that subscription. We did that for multiple reasons. One is the quality wasn't quite there. We were trying to figure it out and stuff. And for two, we got to give something special for you subscribers. So there you go. And on top of that, not only do you get all that, but there's more. Yes, you get the after hour show that we've done too, which is kind of like this show, only not necessarily about Minecraft and just us even more relaxed.
There's
so
guests
check
and
that
stuff
out
too. They're
There
cool.
are guests. Yes, we've had guests in studio and remote and all that. So check that out for sure. 99 cents a month. That's it. All right, let's move on here. Let's talk about Minecraft. Little C,
I had to think because I
what'd you
didn't
do?
really play this week. I
Okay.
played last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
think I talked about this on the show. Did I?
What did you do?
I'm trying to think. I don't think so.
No, you
I
did
didn't.
not.
Okay.
You did not talk about this.
So I played on that random SMP I talked about last week, and then they did the end fight, and so that was on Saturday.
Yeah.
And it's very chaotic because PvP is allowed, and there's like no real rules to the server. So like some people spawn some withers mid dragon fight, or like I got into the end. I waited a little bit because I was like, yeah, it's gonna be chaos. So I waited about like a minute, jumped into the portal. I just see the top boss boy go from Ender Dragon, wither.
Right?
It was chaos.
That sounds like chaos.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, the Ender
Dude,
Dragon's not hard, right?
You
The Ender
died
Dragon's
to
easy.
drowns. You
Well-
can't say the Ender Dragon's easy.
Drowns, those scare me.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, the Ender Dragon's fairly easy, but
Yeah. I mean, it's harder on
just-
Java than Bedrock.
when you throw Wither in there,
Yeah.
Man, Withers are hard. But there again, right? Java Withers aren't as hard.
Okay, but 6 of them or whatever
Well,
are
yeah,
kind of
that's kind of crazy.
problematic.
And so, but do they act like they do in Bedrock, where they just fly straight up or
No,
whatever?
they attack
'Cause
everything.
That's the annoying part. If you're trying to fight that in the
That would be
end.
nice if they were doing that. They were attacking everything, all the Endermen, all the
Mm.
players, and there was like 15 or something players on.
Oh wow,
So yeah,
that's a lot.
very
of players.
chaotic.
Wow, that is crazy. Well, I guess Minecraft. Yeah, it's a game. It's fun. I need to get back into video games. I just haven't been playing them. I've been busy work and messing with computer stuff and behind the scenes stuff with Minecraft, but not actually playing. I really need to get back into it. Little C, what do I need to do to get motivated?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
I don't know.
I don't have
either.
much motivation either.
Maybe I should listen to a past show. I think we talked about that once or twice.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It's just, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm trying to work on that. But yeah, I did not play Minecraft much this week, unfortunately. So, anyways, I guess we'll move on. Do we have real lives, Little C?
I don't know. Do you?
Not really. Other than what I talked about. So yeah, for work, I got to travel 4 hours away. And then got a hotel down there and stay there and then work Saturday. And then I should be back Saturday night though. So, and not too bad. I've been playing around with these thin clients, just tiny computers that aren't really made with any processing power. And this mic is really annoying me.
Oh my goodness.
I
Let it.
don't know
Wait,
why it
why
keeps
is it?
doing that.
Hold on. I see what he's talking
I
about now.
know.
It is raising up. Look at that.
See if we can tighten it there. I think that
not-
probably helped.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe?
All right.
I think it's still raising up. This is.
I need a weight on here or something. This boom arm is made for heavier mic than what I've got.
I mean, these are
Just
pretty
slightly,
heavy
but-
mics. I don't
well,
know.
I know. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, that's my big thing. That's why we're recording this early and everything. But the thin clients, right? This is new to me. Like trying to make these work in a personal situation. Like we use them at work all the time. This is what they're using is a thin client. It hooks to a server, basically a session. And this is what our employees use. This one was destined for recycling basically. And I'm just playing around and trying to learn about it. I can utilize that at work and stuff too. I put a Linux distro on it. I'm trying to think which one I put on at the moment, but I've tried different ones and this one's a little heavier. It's kind of made for newer stuff, but it still runs. However, I can't, like when I try to use Parsec or anything like that, it's not powerful enough to make it work. I got to find basically a thin client OS, I think, and that might help me on that. I was thinking the other day though, would it make sense to put something on there if you have like a 3D printer, like a USB 3D printer, which I think ours does take USB, and then you could print straight off there instead of having to transfer the SD files and everything
The
like
way
that.
you describe this computer doesn't sound like it'd be able to run
I know.
Cura
Yeah, I don't know.
or Chrome.
Yeah, well,
I feel like
I have
you would
Brave running.
Okay,
on
you would
it,
open
right?
two
it's
tabs
okay.
and you're gonna blue screen the
Well,
computer.
I've upgraded the RAM in it, and
Okay.
I've upgraded the storage, so it's got RAM.
But the CPU is gonna take 12
The
years to
CPU
load
does
the
take a little while.
page.
I want to find some lightweight OS that actually can run it decent. So
Plus, I
if you
feel
have
like
any
if you were-
experience of thin clients and you want to let me know, that'd be awesome.
I don't think the software we use for slicing stuff for the 3D printer would work on Linux. I don't know. I just
no, it definitely does.
well, there might be
well,
other ones,
right.
But
I'm still fighting with this boom arm, man. It's gonna be one of those nights.
BS versus the boom arm round 27.
Anyways, little C. So, real life.
I've
anything,
done stuff.
Nothing.
No, hey,
Just like Minecraft. Nothing.
no, I've done stuffs.
Hmm.
Sadly, I'm tired. I don't want to do stuffs.
Yeah, you actually worked today.
Yeah, and yesterday
Yeah.
and other stuff.
What
But
kind of job you doing now?
I've been doing farm work stuff for a family at church. I've done it 2 years, I think now. So this is the 3rd year that I've done it. So yeah,
Nice.
it's fun. It's
Nice.
Yeah.
You're a
And then-
farmer.
And
Farmer C.
I've played Farming Sim like twice. Actually, no,
You're a
I
professional.
think I have
now.
a concerning amount of hours on Farm Sim 22 on PlayStation 4
Yeah.
because I
I
grinded
actually
that game.
like
That game
Farm
was good.
Simulator.
That was
Yeah,
good.
It's pretty good.
I mean, not as good as Truck Sim, but it's pretty well made. And
Alright.
then, other than that, I went on a bike ride again this week.
Bicycling again?
Yeah, I went.
It's kind of
Further-
hot out there, isn't it?
It wasn't earlier in the week.
Oh, okay.
It was like, I mean, it was warm, but it's gonna be warm all summer. It does that. That's what happens.
It was hot. It was in the 80s today.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
aware.
nice.
No, too warm. 80 is
Yeah.
too warm.
So
But-
how long
So
of
I
a
went
bike
for
ride?
10 miles because I
That's
went
a long way.
accidentally down a wrong road.
Oh,
I mean,
you gotta love those.
I wanted to go for a 10-mile bike ride. Like, that was my goal when I left anyways. It's just I wasn't planning on going the way I did because I went around, like, a lake. And then I was looking on maps and I'm like, okay, it looks like there's, like, a small road trail thing that's showing up on maps that looks bikeable that went this way. And then I must have, like, missed it or it might have been blocked off or something. I don't know. So then I kept going around the road. And then I got to it and I'm like, oh, I know where I am, but this is farther than I was expecting to get home. So I either could keep going forward and like keep going on not places that I traveled before, or I could turn around and go backwards and it'd be slightly quicker. But I kept going, and so then I got,
Wow.
and then of course, you know, I think the biggest hill, the app I used to track bike ride like length or
Okay.
whatever also keeps
Yeah.
track of like the highest hill or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Was when I was close to being home, so I was super tired at that point. And then I see this giant hill, and like I knew that was gonna happen because I knew
Right.
the road I had to go down.
Right.
But I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
So I used to bicycle a lot when I was your
Mhm.
age, a whole lot.
You were my
And
age at one time? That's hard to believe.
Way back in my day. Yeah, I used to do like 50 to 60 mile
Mhm.
bike rides often. It wears you out though, especially like you said, when you're coming back and there's a big hill or something.
It was
it's
windy
just-
too. Both
Oh,
times.
yeah,
I mean,
wind.
it wasn't
You
super
don't
windy this
realize
time, but it
how
was
much-
like enough. There was wind.
Yeah, you don't realize how much wind can affect bicycling.
And I would say the longest straight like line that I did on one of the roads, it was wind pushing towards me of
Wow.
course. Because that's how it goes.
Nice. All right. That's it for our real lives. Other than that, we don't have any lives. That's just how it is. But now it is story time with a little C featuring little C. Now here's little C.
What? Who? Where? What? Oh wait, it's story time with little C. That's good because guess what? I'm Little C, and VS, hold on. VS is over here fighting. He is angry with his boom arm right now. Sorry, I just had to point that out. Anyways, back to story time with Little C. I'm your host, Little C. And this story time's quick tip is an infight not hard enough for you? Spawn in at least 5 withers, and then a bunch of players trying to kill you at the same time. And make sure they have maxed out gear for extra fun. Yay!
Wow. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
just
do
an
that.
idea, not an experience or
Right?
anything.
Yeah,
no, that'd
no,
be
never.
crazy.
Well, that was story time with Little C. That was featuring Little C. And that was a great story from Little C. Now I'm Bearded Sloth. And it's my favorite part.
Oh boy.
What is it?
The past week of Minecraft info from where is it from? I just can't remember. Where do we get this stuff about the game Minecraft?
Probably Skittles.com.
No. As we get information about Skittles.
Oh.
So
I like
what would Minecraft? Oh, Minecraft.net. That's it.
Oh, yeah. And this is going to be super summarized. I know they usually are, but we're not going to cover all these this week. That was one of the comments, actually, we got on Spotify, I think. And we've got that comment also from some other people, contact form and stuff. They don't really enjoy the changelogs, but then I get other comments and they love the changelogs. So I don't know. But anyways, this week it is condensed Minecraft Java Snapshot 25W17A. Came out Tuesday, April 22nd. Does that sound right? That does sound right. 2025. And new features, reduce the cloud range, locator bar stuff. Yeah. Player changes. Crouching will hide the player on the locator bar, which that makes sense. They made some realm configuration screen changes, some changes in realms, and things like that. All right, that's it. So snapshot, go check it out. Minecraft Bedrock beta / preview 1.21.90.20 also came out Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. Trying to see if there's anything major here. There's some user interface stuff. The jump and dash bars no longer take precedence over the locator bar while inactive in creative mode. So a lot of things with that and the locator bar and how they're working on that. And also the leashed mobs, we talked about that. They're changing kind of how they work a little bit. You've got the leash knots and the elytra, kind of the behavior there and how that changes things. So anyways, these change logs, you can check them out. I'll leave the link. I think that's the best. The physics on leashable entities is a little different. They've been messing with that. So I love it when they really tweak physics. Physics of a game can make it or break it for me.
Beam and G. Amazing.
Yeah, well,
It's
yeah,
so silly.
That's a whole different way of physics.
Imagine
for sure.
those kind of physics in Minecraft. I mean, Valheim has, like, if you chop a tree, it falls. Imagine that in Minecraft with mixed in with Beam, where, like, damage to
That'd
everything.
be crazy.
Chaos, I tell you.
Be crazy.
Be chaos. There are some physics mods for Minecraft. They're weird.
All right, and they've done some rendering stuff. Shears can be used to unleash them. All that stuff.
You can't unleash other people's stuff. You can't use shears to
made
unleash someone else.
graphical. Made vibrant visuals the default graphics mode for
This
supported
is
devices.
Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that.
So that's the default when you open
That
the
means
game.
you
if
open
you have
the game,
device.
so you're on PS5. You just bought the game. You've never played Minecraft before.
And
you
that's just
top
what you
into it
say.
and you have it.
I don't think
Yes,
this is
it
a good
looks
idea.
better. Yes, it looks more like most games. I don't know how I feel about it
Yeah, I
being
don't
default. I mean, I'm going to always use it once it's out if it's good enough. But I don't know how I feel about it being the default.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it comes in. And this is a beta preview, so they might tweak it. They might change it back depending how the community reacts. They do that a lot. There was Minecraft Bedrock 1.21.72/73. I'm pretty sure we talked about 72. And they talked about, oh, this is coming. There's a note in here, and they didn't release like these changelogs till Thursday, April 24th. But the note in here says this update was released on April 8th. So that was a while ago, with an additional hotfix later on April 11th. For Windows and servers, addressing some minor backend fixes, basically, right? So they just did it kind of blindly.
They didn't
for
say
the 73
changelogs.
And I looked, and Jericho SP has been on 73. Now my AMP server that I'm running right now, it was still on 72, and I went ahead and updated it today when I saw this and put it out there. So nothing major, just hotfix stuff and whatever, but just so you're aware, maybe you're playing on a server and you're confused why you say 72 and the server says 73 or something like that. All right, that's it. Like I said, go check out the link I'll have in the description. It should have all the changelogs for you. All right, is that it? Is that the show?
No. There's more.
There's more?
There's more of this.
What could
Woo.
it be?
It's time for do.
Listener questions.
Our first question from our very questioning audience is from Starhammer88. What do you think they will add next before the summer drop?
Well, I'm still waiting for sloths.
It's never going to happen.
I think sloths are happening. Yeah, can we have sloths?
No.
Please? No?
I don't think so.
All right. I think it'll probably be something random, like a structure of some sort, kind of like the trial chambers or the trail ruins, right? Something like that you can find.
You think they're gonna?
Or I think it'll
maybe
be some
something
kind
they
of
can incorporate with the gas. I don't know though. They've added a lot of structures recently.
Yeah, and that's why and we don't have anything that they've released that's coming as a structure, right? So that's kind of what my brain was thinking was, they haven't said anything about that. So maybe that's what they're waiting last to announce.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean,
anything?
I feel like
there's
there's probably going to be another major addition. I mean, being able to leash stuff together is pretty major. And then Happy Gas, obviously major. But I feel like 3 is going to be what they have. Maybe more even. I have no idea. Honestly, they've been so random with stuff they've been adding with these drops.
And it's completely, you couldn't.
Who knows? Cat armor next?
Nobody
knows.
Happy Gas, right?
Nobody was thinking about that. No. Although the Minecraft movie was thinking about that.
Well, yeah, but they had
the boats.
Inside knowledge. Probably, right?
I don't think. I think the update. I think they wanted to add it after the Minecraft movie. Because the Minecraft movie's been in production way before.
You think the Minecraft movie came up with the idea?
Yeah.
I don't think it was the other way around.
I think specifically Mumbo Jumbo came up with the idea because he worked for the movie somewhat to do some of the in-game stuff to test it into it.
I like it.
He made a cool video about it.
this.
I don't know.
I doubt we'll ever know.
No, but I don't think Happy Gas went in the works until after the movie. Not like released, but like screen, like Mojang probably saw a lot of it.
All right, well, tell us what you think. What do you think is going to be in the next summer drop? Leave it in comments for the week. And let's see, do we have any more listener questions? Oh, we do. We have one from a radio guy. What would you do if your car broke down? Would you take it to a mechanic or fix it yourself? And I did change, actually, you changed it, the wording of his question a little bit.
So I
would
guess
you fix it yourself?
I don't. It depends on what the issue is.
Okay.
Like if the car's on fire,
it needs a whole new motor.
If the car's on fire, I don't think I'm going to be fixing it.
Well, no, probably not.
Especially if I'm in it, that's not good. So
my car's on fire.
No, just stop. Just I need something to throw at him, but I don't have any. After-hour show. There's an after-hour show with some violence in it. Throwing stuff.
I'm just going to hold it by the cord, and then eventually the cord's going to probably pop out.
Yep.
I don't know why it started doing
this. Oh my gosh. This guy, We're talking about fixing cars, and he's over here fixing his mic stand. Hold on, let me just. Woo. He is struggling. Look at this. Look at the struggle. This is the whole show right here. Here, let me add some camera shake for cinematic effect. Are you done fighting with it? Let me spin you around. Hold on. Hello.
It's just raising
that's
up.
too far. There's the Funko Pop boxes.
It's just raising up there.
Okay, so back to the question. Jeez, we get distracted easily,
All right,
don't
yes, cars.
we?
Fix. Would you fix it?
It depends on the issue. I mean, if it's something simple enough that I can find a YouTube video on, and that doesn't look too complex, I'd probably do it myself. So yeah, basically, if it looks, I don't know. It depends on what it is.
Fun fact here for y'all: I was actually a mechanic before I was a truck driver.
Into the BS lore. Here we go.
I'm just saying, I was a mechanic before truck driver. I fix a lot of things on the car. Well, not a lot. I fix several things on our cars. Like I do my own oil changes now that I have time. I didn't do it when I was driving truck because time, right? Now I can do it and get home from work or whatever. Brakes I'll usually do myself.
You don't want to break those.
We recently.
I was proud of that one. I was a little too proud of that one.
Leave the jokes for Holy Bookworm.
No.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I changed my own oil, everything like that. But we had a blend door module, right? So the thing that kind of controls your hot and cold, basically.
Here's the professional mechanical talk. It's the AC thingy-ma-thing.
There you go. And you kind of researched a little bit of what it was. You kind of diagnosed
I figured out what was wrong.
Yeah, you did that part.
I made you do the work.
And then, the
I
biggest guy here.
Yeah.
And you make me crawl under the dash and do all this.
Because you did? What do you mean?
Anyways, so, we got that done. And it worked.
Yeah. I think
no problems.
I don't know. The AC is not cold.
That's a different
problem. But
it has a leak somewhere in the AC.
Yeah, we got to get that thing that makes it cold again.
Yes, you can do that, or you can go get it fixed properly. It's probably a seal somewhere in a connector.
Because cars, aren't they so fun?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do yourself on a car, and I think you overpay often. Now, there again, I had the company car.
Ooh. Yeah.
This week I actually took it into a shop and they replaced the brakes, right? They did all that. I'm not doing that for the company. I mean, if they want to pay me what I'm making to fix their car, maybe. I don't know.
You just become a mechanic for a credit union.
I don't necessarily, I enjoy some things on repairing on cars.
I feel like it depends. Like modern cars are kind of weird, but I feel like if you had like either an older car or just a car with the engine's not so compacted, it'd be fun to work on.
Yeah, like our last vehicle we had as a family car, that thing was impossible to work on. Like an alternator, for instance, right? It's fairly easy on most cars.
Like I feel like our car,
I'm comfortable doing it, but on that, dude,
the cars we have now are fine. But like I feel like if you got like a 90s pickup truck, that'd be fun to work on because there's just so much space.
Yes, absolutely. You can crawl down in engine bay with the engine, right? And still have room to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful thing. All right. Hopefully that answered your questions there. I really enjoy those listener questions. They're fun when they're not Minecraft related for me. I don't mind the Minecraft related ones, but these can be anything as long as it's family friendly.
He doesn't know enough about Minecraft to answer the questions about him.
That's not
okay. He's not good enough at them. That's. Am I
Make
wrong?
sure you check out Spotify if you're not, because there's a lot of comedic value to our video.
Yeah, just our faces are pretty funny to look at.
That's pretty funny, that's for sure. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I think we're done.
No. No leaving. No.
We gotta go. I got stuff to do.
Stay. Watchers, which I'm pointing directly at. There we go. You guys, you can't leave. Leaving is not an option yet. Because it's time for your favorite part of the show. Everybody's favorite part of the show. Holy Bookworms, Joke of the Week.
I almost
I
don't
don't know
want
why
to
I did
read
that.
this one. But
It's not that bad.
what do you call two bananas on the floor?
Slippers. Never mind, it's not bad.
I just okay. Thanks for that, Holy Bookworm. We appreciate your jokes every week. We had to get her to make it real quick. She hasn't changed it yet this week, so she went ahead and did that for us. So give a big shout out to Holy Bookworm for doing that. All right. Thank you for listening. Subscribe. More fun. TheBlockPartyMC.com.
Got thoughts or questions? We run out of those very quickly around here. You can reach us on Discord, the contact form on the website, or at contact@theblockpartymc.com.
All right. Thanks again. I'm Bearded Sloth, and now I got to go pack for my trip.
And I'm Little C. Bye!